Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top teams. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the ground, it's Callow. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I'll tell you what, defensive.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. There's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. And you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to find the end zone, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Duck! And some room to work. Working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Steps away. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Callow. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. They want to get this defense on its heels. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They're working that left side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down at the 3. He's looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. They will score! Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Gets rid of it. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and to keep the drive going.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Just enough time to get up. And he waltzes in for the score. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Plucks it out of the air. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Ducks will hustle to the line. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Calhoun. Touchdown! They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Oregon! This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying play action. He's got it on the move. Touchdown! Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd down, red zone play, Brown alive.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown! And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this.
Touchdown, Ducks! They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this.